users are looking pumped up, as I do see a couple of players on this particular game. So whoever wins today will be studied hard by the players of Team Dakota Abusers. And to be very honest, I would say that that is actually a good thing because that does increase a lot of how do I put it? It does put a lot of competition on the line. It
Oh.
does give Liquid, or should I say Team Daka the users, to have that flexibility. But I do wonder if that's really gonna be something Team SMP or Jenga Mamas will be doing. I'm damn sure they will be ready for it. As the toss has already won. Oh, by the way, I did mention it, but I'm just gonna say my team didn't win any games in this tournament. But even after that, hey, we won the toss against Katyusha. So that's
Nothing
I
so
mean,
to be proud of. Oh my god.
imagine Yam Yam losing in toss. Can you
Okay,
fucking believe that?
the
Can
only
you
toss we won
believe?
was the last game we played. Okay.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Oh, the last game you played, you won the toss?
Yeah, that's the only
Exactly.
toss we won.
You. So যাই হোক যেটা বলতেছিলাম নোয়াখালী কইতে মন যেতেছে বাট পরে মনে বাট as I said, can you believe a person not able to win toss? I mean, that's easy as flipping a coin, you know?
Hey man, that was all calculated.
Shut
We won.
up, woman.
We
You
lost.
lost.
No. Listen.
Loser,
We
Hey, the map is
loser.
gonna start. Wait, the match is gonna start now.
Anyways, just kidding. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, now we are kind of done with the jokes. We will be heading into the game as we will be heading into the map of Esperanza. In Portugal, obviously, between the players Jenga Mamas and SIMP. So an attack or defensive side doesn't quite matter on this map, as we will be having the bot to push the barricade to the other side of the matchup. To be very honest, I used to hate this mode, but then again, I got the gist of it later. I was like, okay, so this is something I can probably understand because wait a second, I haven't seen any captured the area before. I mean, it in this tournament. I don't know, Yam Yam. I can be wrong, but um,
Man down, man down.
something happened. Yeah, something
Yeah, one of
definitely
their
happened. But
one of
I
their
do
Man
want to
players.
down.
know, to both of you, I do want to know that there is a new mode, right? That you have to capture 3 zones back to back, or you can like,
Oh,
you know,
are you referring to the classic?
ক্লাসিক
No.
না না ক্লাসিক না, যে তোমার সাথেই তো একদিন আমি র্যাঙ্কে খেললাম, ওই যে বললো না যে অবজেক্টিভটা ছেড়ে দেয়।
Hanaoka to
Oh,
খেলা
হানাওকা, হ্যাঁ।
clash mode, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
হ্যাঁ, ওটা কি টুর্নামেন্টে নাই?
আছে তো, এখন ক্যাপ্টেনরা চুজ না করলে কি করব?
Oh, acha, sex, never mind. Okay, so that's just sad. I wish I could have seen it because the variations do tend to put up a lot more fights, but this time we will be having an opportunity on this map. But then again, wish it was a Roman map as well, which I've been seeing a lot of memes as well, as people are playing the Overwatch theme in the Colosseum of Rome. People do be asking, where the hell is the payload? Or the robot, actually. But now the pause is going to be there. I do believe a player from this team, I think it's Faisal, who is disconnected, right?
Yeah.
So with that, actually, gentlemen, do allow us a little bit of time as we resolve that issue. So Kati, to put up the pause screen, we'll be right back in a short while. Mute it up.
You did already.
Okay. ঠিক আছে, তাহলে স্টার্ট হইলে কই এতক্ষণ আর বর্ডার করে কি করব?
ওটাই কিছু বলাই লাগবে এখন।
Out of nowhere আবার যদি আনপজ না কইরা দেয়।
তবে যেটা বললাম,
আচ্ছা, আমি
ইয়ামিয়াম,
বলবো।
ক্যান ইউ আচ্ছা একটু রেভরেট আন দাও তো।
রেপ ভাইকে? আচ্ছা,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, একটু লাগবো রে।
টান দিছি।
রে বাসো।
হ্যালো।
হ্যাঁ ভাই, একটা কোশ্চেন আছে তোমার কাছে।
হ্যাঁ বলেন।
ক্যান ইউ বিলিভ যে মানে মাইশা এই কয়দিনে শুধু
হ্যাঁ।
একটা টস জিতছে আর আমরা সবগুলো টস জিতছি। মানে ক্যান ইউ বিলিভ টসে হারেও, ও
এটা
টসে
হলো
হারে।
এটা একটা ট্যাকটিক ছিল, ঠিক আছে? টসে
আচ্ছা।
হারলে মানুষ
হ্যাঁ।
মনে করবে এটা গেমটাও হারবে,
আচ্ছা,
and then we win the game.
এখন শুরু হবে।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে।
Okay, sure.
ভাই,
Back
ভাই।
to back to screen.
আমরা গ্যাঞ্জামটা ম্যাচের পর করছি। আই এম হিয়ার, ডোন্ট ওয়ারি, আই গট ইউ।
So gentlemen, I think
both.
we
Not just
alrighty.
Alright.
So I think the microphone is on, right?
Mhm.
It is, okay. So just for the reference, ladies and gentlemen, it was actually Rev and I having a very civil conversation against Katyusha, who is our lovely streamer for the day, about winning. Anyways, so it is gonna be a fight between both of these teams, between Team SIMP and sorry, I keep saying Dakota because Chenga Mamas. Faisal will be able to rejoin the game, so I mean, I'm making a lot of jokes, but this time around, I'm pretty damn sure the jokes are not going to be in the equation anymore because we get to see the players in action. 6 more seconds as we get a revelation of exactly what kind of agents, or should I say heroes, will be picked. I do see Mada Mada on the Roadhog, so no surprises there. Circumcised, I do believe he may go for May. But I do wonder if it's really gonna be the case. I do know that there is one more DPS left. Okay, never mind. He will be opting to go for a Torbjorn instead. While on the other side of the spectrum, it's kind of what I did expect, except for Senpai side. I didn't see him or expect him to play healer today. I mean, he is a heck of a Bastion player. I'll give you that. Oh, which is also applicable to Soldier as well because he is coming from Rainbow Six Siege. I'm kind of not sure if I've seen the Architect before, or maybe I have. Not exactly sure if he has been playing this game for a very long time or something, but or if I've actually have seen him playing at all. Maybe he has, but maybe I just missed it. But anywho, we will be seeing that Mada Mada taking quite a lot of damage, but will be able to heal himself right back up as well, as he does have the ability to do so. And now with that, they're trying to find an opening and trying to find the fights towards the tank, but it's gonna be Greeny who will be dying first here. I mean, it's kind of surprising to me because considering he is playing Ashe and he is one of the best hit scans in the region, didn't quite expect that to happen. But then again, Faisal with his experience from Valorant will definitely shine quite a lot more, as he's gonna be able to find a double. Circumstance able to find one, and now the players of Team Jenga Mamas are just showing off that their Jengas are tight and their Chaddis are looking strong as well, as they are starting to push the payload with 4 players. And I have to admit, this is looking like a pretty quick push as well when you think about it. The way they're pushing, they're almost gonna secure the first quick spawn as well, because almost 50 meters on the first fight. Oh hell yeah, this is gonna be chaotic for them, and this is gonna be a challenge for the side of SIMP or Simp. But as of now, the players are starting to find the opening, starting to find a bit more frags. Greeny able to get, I mean, that's actually the turret, never mind. And then again, the turret does cause a lot of distraction when it comes to the solo gunfights. Ishak in the middle of nowhere trying to survive this with Orisa, but the problem is, even though with the kits of Orisa, this is gonna be difficult to fight against so many players. And as of now, the players of Team SIMP are just able to find capitalization on the turrets of Torbjorn, and that's it. And I have to admit, Greeny is not having the best of games so far. He will switch onto a Widow to get some distance, but as of now, FaZe is gonna be a rampage on it. It's gonna be on a rampage of his own. Keiko will be able to find one, and now it's all to Greeny and Ishak. Technically on Ishral because Greeny just spawned, and now Greeny, last player surviving, but will have the opportunity to go for a respawn of his teammates. But the problem is the attackers, or should I say the players of Team Jenga Mamas, are just pulling this Jenga so hard. They have left the bot, but even then they have taken so much ground space. This can be C9, but even after that, I do believe that they have the opportunity to push it a bit more further. They want to keep their position on the bay, understanding that they have a sniper. They do not want to give them the breathing zone, but then again, I have seen some damages being inflicted, but it's the side of Greeny. But again, all the values which have been found is gonna be on the turret. But then again, finally Greeny able to capitalize. Ishrak able to find one as well, and now they should be just fine getting the kills one by one. I can see Greeny doing a lot of damage in the distance, but this kills damage needs to convert into kills actually in order to find success with our Widowmaker. And there you go, Greeny is gonna simply turn on his aimbot. The man, the myth, the legend does have the hacks available, or should I say the ultimate available, but I don't think there's gonna be a time to go for that quite yet, as he's just escorting or allowing his teammates to escort the bot into their opposition's territory so that they can have a couple of meters to be pushed as well. 106 meters against none, that's gonna be a problem, but they are starting to get the bot in their own accordance, and I do believe they should be able to get a couple of meters. That's what she said, but then again, they'll have to push it a little bit farther. Yeah, that's what she said as well. As I do see some aggressive shields from the side of the Sigma. Sigma able to capitalize on one. FaZe, a very high priority target over here, will be taken out. The ultimate will miss sadly, as the Hog was able to escape. Keiko getting rid of Greeny as well. And this is gonna be looking pretty complicated to say the very least, because I'm not quite sure which team is gonna be able to have their capitalization or the lead. I do see the Kiriko still surviving, Deadzy alive, putting up a lot of damage, but even after that, it is gonna be Architect who will find the success, followed up by Demolisher. And now the attackers, they're also, sorry, the players of SIMP will be able to capitalize on their lead as well. So I have to compliment this, but Greeny opting to change onto the McCree, or should I say Cassidy. Okay, so I know for a fact that he can take the close distance fights as well, as McCree's right clicks do give you a chance to fight on these proximities, but then again, he's gonna be opting to go for the medium range fights and dealing a lot of damage. Demolisher with the tactical visor, trying to find a couple of kills, but sadly the Lucio did escape in the from the vicinity. Shark able to find one, and Didziala and Circumcised able to find two of their own. And the problem is the robot is already halted in the hands of Team Red, or should I say Jenga Mamas, as they're just making sure the robot wears a Jenga just like them. Stuns are gonna be there, but the Hogs being a huge pain for them as he's just keeping himself healed. And as a Hog, you can certainly take a lot of raw damage. And now the Mei was low on HP, but even after that able to solidify himself and heal himself inside of the icicle. G-Shrug does have the ultimate available, can definitely kind of solo onto Mada as he's kind of low, but he can definitely heal himself while he is in the air. That's gonna be where they're gonna be suffering quite a lot more. Faisal able to get rid of Senpai. That is gonna be a great one because that's one healer down, and they get a double as well. Mada is gonna be to put the final nail in the coffin as well. Keiko able to get one, and Green is also gonna die in the hands of Mada. Now this is looking very difficult to say the very least. Demolition Senpai, the last player surviving, but the respawns will come up in the nick of time. But the problem is they have already only pushed 67 meters, not even 69 sadly. But from the side of Jenga Mamas, it is kind of a bad news because their oppositions are really closing in to push the barricade onto their opposition spawn, and if they do so, they are just done and dusted. Ishak and Demolisher, good picks I have to admit, but now a reset I think has been called from the players of Jenga Mamas as Circumcised is falling back, tiptoeing away, but Greeny will be able to spot him out and may be able to get the kill as well. Yeah, definitely. Greeny's looking for more as he wants to get the kill onto the Lucio as well. Oh no, he's gonna be able to find a counter McCree, but this time Faisal is just gonna be having a bit more calmer aim. We'll be able to take him, but he's not gonna survive for that long as we do get to see the refrag game from all over the sides. As Demolisher will finally go for the Bastion. Senpai would have been very happy to play that instead, but then again the flexibilities do matter. Things are looking great as we do see this. I was expecting that ultimate to come in from the side of Mada, and he's gonna find success along with Keiko and Dead Z. And now Greeny has to go for a reset. There is no tank, there is no healer. They are two left DPSs surviving for as long as they can. And there you have it. There you have it. They have the close spawn as well. This is gonna be difficult to say the very least for the side of Team Simp. They have a really good team, but now the tank on the opposition side is really putting a hard fight against them. I understand exactly why they're going for that Bastion to melt down that Hog, but even after that, the problem is you'll have to go to the turret form and make sure that nobody pulls you in, especially Mada himself. Being able to find one on with the ultimate, but sadly that's not going to be a very successful one when you think about it, because Ishrak was the last one surviving, and there you go. He did not stall, he just made sure that he goes down, and a team kill will be on the books from the side of Jenga Mamas. And a couple of meters, and there you have it. The players of Jenga Mamas will wear up the Jengas, and they will send it to the second map. Because there is no overtime on this particular map. The ultimate will be there, but I'm pretty damn sure the tank is trying to heal himself. Oh yes, he was, but Demolisher finally able to capitalize with the turret form, I believe. But even after that, there's so much more to go for. Circumcised not able to survive. Shomyo will go down, and now it's all up to Keiko, who was trying to fall back, but I do wonder if he will make it. Two players on the payload, the robot, and trying to escort it. The problem is, this is where the players of SIMP will struggle a bit more, because with 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, this fight technically is gonna be the last fight for them, and which is also gonna be applicable from their side as well, because in no way or circumstances they can let go of that robot anymore. They'll have to push more than double the distance they have already crossed to make an equalization. Green able to find another Faisal, but he will be shut up instantaneously, and now it might as well be a very huge of a massacre because the immortality has been taken out, leaving the players vulnerable. Demolisher low on HP needs to get healed, and there you go. The Baptist is gonna do just that, but that one Roadhog is being such a pain in the ass, and he's trying to get that, and there you go! Finally, Demolisher able to find something, but Circumcised being such a pain as he keeps icing himself. And there you go. The robot's control will be lost in the hands of none. But somehow the red team is just pushing the ball into the opposition one. I understand what they're up to, but my guy, your opposition has 30 seconds. You can just hold the robot. Do not touch it and allow your opposition to touch it so that you have an upper hand. It does have a high risk, high reward situation, but then again, I guess this is something they are kind of confident with.
They're not touching it.
I guess they heard me. I guess they did hurt me, but then again, they want to take the fight from their own regard, and I guess they're just trying to delay that bot as much as they can. 10 seconds on the clock. Yeah, okay, never mind. That was the plan after all. And now Faisal with that ultimate. That's gonna be a problem for the for the players of Jenga SIMP, because now they cannot hold on to that particular bot for too long, because they will definitely be hunted. And there you go. I was kind of expecting that, but never mind. It will be Hamada who will find success, and there you have it. The bot will not be in the hands of players of Team SIMP, as Jenga Mamas will put up their Jengas on their shoulders and just vibe off as they take the first map.
Play of the game.
Nice, show me, oh bhai.
Gonna be Shomio who will have the play of the game. Okay, a double. Let's see what else we missed over here. Okay, a triple as well. Maybe make it a full quadruple. I guess it was. There you have it. He did definitely deserve it, as he was surviving, and he was definitely a pain for the players of SIMP. Map number 1 is off the board, and now it depends which map SIMP chooses. S to the I to the M to the P.
Pause করে দিলাম until next map is shows.
ঠিক আছে। আমি এটা আশা করি নাই।
আমি আমি তো এটা
আমি তো
চিন্তাই
ভাবছিলাম
করতে পারি
জাঙ্গা
নাই।
মামা রোল খাবে একদম পুরো। কি ইন্টারেস্টিং
ভালো খেলছে ভাই।
কি ইন্টারেস্টিং হচ্ছে ম্যাচগুলো। আমি তো পুরো থ্রিলড। কেকো টিম অসাধারণ খেলতেছে, ভালো হয়েছে, নাইস।
আচ্ছা, আমার একটা লেটার আসছে, বাই দ্য ওয়ে। এটা সাইন হয় না, কিন্তু লেটারটা আসছে। আচ্ছা,
কিসের লেটার?
স্ক্রিনশট দিব?
দাও, বলো, বললেই তো হয়।
আচ্ছা, to whom it may concern, this letter is to certify that Fatima bin Wafa has been an integral part of our team at Productions as a shoutcaster and commentator. Shoutcaster / commentator for our esports events from September 2023 to October 2024. Fathom has demonstrated exceptional dedication, professionalism, and passion for the esports industry. Fathom played a significant role in enhancing the overall experience of our tournaments by delivering engaging and insightful commentary that resonated with players and audiences alike. His deep understanding of the game mechanics, charismatic on-air presence, and ability to adapt live broadcasts contributed significantly to the success of our events. He also worked closely with our production team to ensure seamless communication during live broadcasts, showcasing his collaborative skills and commitment to excellence. His proactive attitude, work ethic, and enthusiasm for esports made a lasting positive impact on our organization and the gaming community we serve. We deeply appreciate his contributions and have no doubt he will excel in any future endeavors. We would be available as to any organization seeking a skilled, passionate, and versatile esports professional.
Aw, so proud of you. That
এই তো,
you
এটাতে
make me proud.
কালকে সাইন আসবে, সাইন হইলেই তো ডান।
তারপর কি ভাই দেশ ছেড়ে যাচ্ছেন গা?
একটা রেকমেন্ডেশন নিতেছি আপাতত,
আচ্ছা,
ওটা তো আরো পরের কথা। ভাগ্যেই নাই, আমি শিওর।
King's Row.
কিংস রো, ইন্টারেস্টিং। কিংস রো
ঈশ্বর।
কেকোদের ফেভারও পড়ে, আচ্ছা।
Defense again.
অবশ্যই।
Okay. Starting
Mhm.
the back to Chimmy, back to screen.
Nam 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 nam.
Oh yeah, নাম change.
হ্যাঁ ওটা করতেছি আমি এখনই। হ্যাঁ সবকিছু ঠিক আছে।
Changing back to screens. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to be hitting the second map between Jenga Mamas and his IMP. Interesting names again, but we will be having a much more of a fun show this time, I do believe. It was kind of a one-sided game from the side of Jenga Mamas, as they're just putting up the Jengas on their shoulders and running like a sumo wrestler. SIMP, however, needs to make sure that the Jengas are packed properly time around the second map. Otherwise, there's no purpose in going to the third map anyways, as we head into King's Row in great version with your bird. Nothing is original, by the way, but still,
Initiating
No.
match.
get an opportunity and a sneak peek exactly how this is gonna be held. A defensive force from the side, defense will be preferred from the side of team SIMP, I think. Was it Sim?
Defenders to no, it's team what I forgot. Jenga Mamas.
Jenga
Yeah,
Mamas.
Jenga Mamas toes defense.
Yeah, right. That's where I got confused.
Ready for battle.
So the other mention. So yeah, ma. Well, some inconvenience, but anyways, it happens to the best of us, as we are gonna be back on the game, as the picks are gonna be ready. Nothing too out of the ordinary if I think about it, because it's technically the same lineup we've seen previously on the other maps, which is an indication the players of Jenga Mamas are actually playing off their how do I put it? Their comfort picks. The whatever they're comfortable with, they're just playing it, and whatever they have, just trying to isolate it. And now with the Reinhardt isolated, they should be able to get the pick. But I do wonder if that Reinhardt will be able to fall. I think he may be able to fall back as well. Circumcised will be able to dodge that projectile, whatever that thing is. Shark will find one into that C11, and I have to admit that sometimes the Reinhardt does quite pack a punch. As Senpai, however, is definitely pissed this time, as he will be the one who will go for Bastion. Demolisher will be back on a healer role, as Ishak, he will find one into Keiko. As the attackers will take 0 to no time to take control of the objective with 3 minutes in their pocket. I do wonder how much long they're gonna have on the first half when it comes to pushing the payload. I think around 5, yeah, exactly, 5.5 minutes.
Stop the payload.
Push the payload just into the first checkpoint. Not only the half one, actually. But that's a lot of time when you think about it. And they definitely need to put up a good fight over here so that on their other side, they can have an advantage. The Reinhardt. It's definitely gonna be a huge pain for them, considering the fact that they're not able to mill that shield. I do see the mage trying to evolve off the angles, but even after that, in these choke angles, this is where a lot of heroes who have higher RPM do how do I put it, shine a lot more. Yeah, I'm finding the immortality, but that's all he's going to look at his hands on. Never mind, Weenie will be taken out in the hands of him. That's something Weenie will be a little bit pissed about, but then again, let's see, putting up a great fight if you ask me. Senpai able to get rid of the Circumcised, who was a really huge pain, but then again, the attackers are able to push the payload quite a lot far if you think about it. There will be a touch because of the Lucy ultimate, but that's not even gonna be a successful one, as the players of SIMP is just mowing them down with Demolisher and Senpai, and obviously Ishraq doing some raw damage outputs. Okay, Senpai knows exactly what's up, and now he's gonna go for the turret form, trying to melt down this, melt down the Roadhog. Not quite expecting the Hawk to survive this, but somehow he was alive for a much more longer time than I expected. But anywho, the push has been successful, as with 4 minutes left on the clock, they're almost at the first checkpoint. This is gonna be challenging to say the very least for the side of Team Jenga Mamas, as they're not able to hold on. Even though we had some predictions that King's Row might as well be in favor to the side of Jenga Mamas. But how much is it gonna be? The immortality kind of saved the rest of the players from getting solidified into becoming an icicle. The raw damage output is simply unrivaled. With 5 more minutes left on the clock, they'll have to burn these times and have to hold them off for a couple more meters. On this whole particular, I do believe that the Hog does have an advantage if he can throw someone inside of this particular area or in this hole near this doorway, but even after that, that's a huge question mark, as I do get to see circumstances opting to change into Bastion as well. So a Bastion gameplay it is after all. Greeny able to get Keiko, Senpai able to get one more onto Faisal, and now they can see this is actually all up to Bastions now. Because they'll have to melt these tanks, whether it be a Roadhog or a Reinhardt, both the tanks with an R in the name or in the beginning. So what are their options? It does and is coming down to raw damage output. Sam just trying to burn anybody who's trying to jump out of this AO. And there you have it. He did find Keiko as well. That's gonna be a pain and a half. And with 4 minutes left on the clock, the players of Simp, they are definitely pissed about the first map.
To 3. Switching sides.
Well, I'll have to get some food after this game because I'm pretty hungry, even though I was able to get food on the daytime, but not daytime actually, never mind, it was in the evening. But anywho, the players of Team Simp, good portrayal, I have to admit, because now they're actually popping off, not showing any form of weaknesses. I guess it was a map diff after all. I guess whoever chooses the map gets the victory. In that regard, whoever loses this map should have an advantage. Unless.
Ready.
But that's just one side of the game. 4 minutes is a very hard time to beat because, frankly speaking, the players of Team Jenga Mamas, they did not burn any time, did they?
No, they didn't.
They just touched the objective like it's their something. I don't know, make what you will, but they were present and they didn't let go of the payload even for once, and that's an indication. I'm damn sure some of the players didn't even die. I wish I could have seen the scoreboard. I really wish I could have. But I'm pretty damn sure that Senpai and Nishrak was one of the few players who did not even bite the dust. Really did die once, I remember.
Attackers incoming.
Can't remember the rest of them. Captive Son will be swapped out by, I think it was someone I forgot. Never mind. But anyway. Where? Mada. Continue the damages. Sim. Sorry, Weenie. I just do the exact same from the distance. But it'll take a lot longer than I kind of expected because, frankly speaking, side of Team Denga Mamas is trying to burn the time as much as they can. That's exactly their objective. They don't care about anything else. With 3 minutes left on the clock, their oppositions were able to capitalize on the subjective phase. Understands they are playing off the Bastion, so why not play a Genji? Something I kind of hate, but then again, Genji did not do so successful thanks to Greeny Demolisher. Showing off that playing a Torbjorn is not a good idea either, so I do believe that eventually we may expect certain sides to go for a Mei, but the problem is, with a Mei it's going to be a little bit more challenging to attack, but it's not necessarily impossible. Now, 3 minutes left on the clock. I have to admit sadly that the players of Jenga Mamas are already behind schedule. Have and will need more time to take the first objective alone. Mada. We need to get rid of Senpai thanks to the pull and the trap they have, but at the same time, Reinhardt is extremely pissed, but this time it's gonna be Mada who will be able to secure that, and now take that advantage. Trying to hunt down Green, but there you have it, the Bob is gonna be there, and now it's gonna be a fight between both of the Titans, but the Bob is very much alive, but I do wonder if anybody's even gonna go for a peek on the Bob. They don't even care at this point. You're just ignoring him, and there you go, the Bob will disappear, and now, not exactly the lead the players of Team Nenga were expecting, but this is not very bad if you think about it, because still 4.5 minutes, it's quite a good position, and quite a comfortable one as well at it. Mada taking so much heal from that gas canister. I do believe it is gasoline he sniffs, I guess. But then they have the ultimate. If they can find anybody cornered, I know for a fact that Mada is gonna enjoy this. They want to enjoy this, and they obviously want this particular Reinhardt to be the first victim, and definitely is gonna be, as they're trying to find as much as they can. And there you go, Faisal with a blade as well, Mada with one as well, and it's an entire team kill to the side of Team Jenga Mamas. Good God, these players are just built different, aren't they? Well. Seems like players of Team Sim, they were confident, but they'll have to deal with the confidence of their opposition as well. Again, I know for a fact that they are trying to burn the time as long as they can. But if their opposition has the pace, they might even be just fine to take it all away. With the Molten Core available, there's going to be a huge area denial, not allowing the defenders to touch the objective. Pretty decent if you ask me. And now, with a couple of millimeters, this is very much doable. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. I have to admit, the players of Jenga Mamas might just be able to take it away and put up an equal fight, because all they have to use or to have an equal fight is just 30 seconds, and then they should have an equal run. But I do believe that they don't even need this 3 minutes or 4 minutes, whatever you consider. It's still a lot of time to push the payload all the way inside. There's a very high chance of a draw unless of a fifth leg. I am kind of expecting that. So, himself trying to mitigate everything which will be tossed at his direction, as their teammates are not letting go of the payload anytime soon. But now the time is going down. But for how long is it going to be the case? Faisal, he's not getting too much luck against the Bastion though. That's kind of sad, but this is kind of kudos to Senpai or Bounty Hunter, as he understands exactly what the Genji's up to. Now with the payload starting to pass its way inside of the vicinity, this is looking good, but then again the defenders have control of that to burn some more time. It's just a matter of time, to be very exact, nothing else. And they should be able to take it away as well, but with the blade, Faisal needs proper coordination with his teammates to make it successful. He needs cover to go for the jumps and go for the swings on that sword. Here we go. The top four will be cleared out, and as we do get to see Genji popping off the ultimate. Oh no! Look at that insane immortality from the side of the Baptist. Good God, he saved his entire team by some, I don't even know, in a matter of milliseconds. I wish I had the energy to scream out louder, ladies and gentlemen, but it was a very rough day. But even after that, the Baptiste just clutched it out against that particular Genji. Imagine an ultimate being countered by a usual ability of your hero caliber. Ishraq trying to survive and trying to make it out alive. He will have the immortality, but how long is it gonna be? He is gonna be attempted to go for a heal, but I don't think he's gonna survive anytime soon, as we will have the first kill from this side. But Madamat is also down. Both of the teams will be lost of their tanks, so it's typically gonna be onto the DPS and the healers. Kind of on the DPS, because they'll have to go for the kills, as the DPS, sorry, the healers try to keep their teammates alive. But from the looks of it, the players of Team Sim, they are ready for this. They're not gonna let it go that easily. No matter what the circumstances are, with 2 minutes from the clock, they already have the lead. But even after that, they want to secure it. I can see Senpai pre-firing in the distance, just like it's Rainbow, as if it's Rainbow Siege. But anywho, trying to spam as much as he can, trying to deny all the damages he can get his hands on. And I do wonder how much is his damage at this point, as we do get to see Ishraq able to find someone, and he will get rid of the Z11 Faisal. Will also go down. 2 Japanese and players of characters in the game taken out. Now with that ultimate, Circumcised is also going to be taken out, as it will be read properly by Senpai. It's undoubted that the players of Jenga Mamas has to go for a reset now. They do have the capability to push further, but it just feels like they're running in like headless chickens at this point. Greeny trying to do the damage in the distance, trying to tap the players. Oh, nice shot on the Faisal. Now with the bomb available, all he needs to do is just burn time, and maybe just maybe the last second he can just deploy the bomb. And with the dynamite as well, he's doing so much chip damage. There you have it. Greeny's just playing free on top of it. The rest of the players trying their level best to find at least one opening to go for the commitment onto that particular payload. Because the payload does start to fall back quite a lot more than it was expected. That's not necessarily the objective though, so that is kind of a good news for the side of Team Sim. Now with the 30 seconds on the clock, this has to be the last fight between Team Sim and Dengabomas. They will be secured as they wait for a recovery, as we get to see another ball popping up to the side of Greeny. Greeny trying to take the kills as much as he can. The Molten Core will be there as he will find one of the Demolisher. So will be applicable from the side of Hazel as well. So many ultimates on the last round. Mada does have the ultimate as well, and the moment I said he will be able to he is going to be deploying just that to put all the defenders at bay, because now he just doesn't even care. He wants to hold it for as long as he can, because there is just no possibility of a fifth leg anymore. He has to deny his opposition's take on the first objective, and he needs to burn it for 4 god-forsaken minutes. And now the attackers have fallen to a team kill, as we don't even need overtime. Simp will take the second map. Sorry, couldn't scream or couldn't put a lot more vocal cord effort, but players of Simp, they just knew exactly what to do, and they will show off. Faisal, not surprised to see him here, so probably a blade coming up from his side as he massacred the players. Yeah, definitely. Once again, we did see this happen, but sorry, we didn't see this one happen. Last time he kind of missed the immortality. Now with that, we are on a scoreline of 1-1 in favor of none. So it's gonna be the play. It's gonna be a chance for Jenga Mamas to choose a map as we bring you back with the third map. So don't go anywhere.
এত ইন্টেন্স হচ্ছে।
Screen switched.
আমি স্পেক্টেটিং করতে গিয়ে তো ক্লান্ত হয়ে যাচ্ছি।
ওটাই
ওটাই, আপনার তো আরো কথা বলতে আরো ক্লান্ত হওয়ার কথা।
ওটাই। তো এই খুশিতে তাহলে আমারে 300 টাকা বিকাশ করো। বেশি চাই নাই, একটা বার্গার খাও।
একজন কমেন্ট করছে, ক্যান ইউ প্লিজ স্পেক্টেট দ্য অপোনেন্ট টিম? না, আমি তো দুইটা টিমে মিক্স এন্ড ম্যাচ করে করতেছি।
Doesn't matter.
ইউ মিন
কি বলতেছে? কি কমপ্লেন কি তাদের?
অন্য টিম রে আরে বলছে আর কি, বাদ দাও কিছু না। You don't have to
ক্যান ইউ
care about.
প্লিজ স্পেক্টেট দ্য অপোনেন্ট টিম নাও? লাইক লিটারালি আমি দুইটা টিমই করতেছি ঘুরে ফিরে।
Don't
এমনি
give a
আমি
living
দেখতেছো না?
damn.
হ্যাঁ, আমি দেখতেছি। আমি একটু এখানে কাজ করতেছিলাম তো ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে, সমস্যা নেই। মাঝে মাঝে একটু দেখতেছি কার আলটিমেট আসতেছে, ও তখনই দেখতেছি।
ওটাই।
যার
বার্গার খাও,
আলটিমেট আসতেছে আমি তার উপরে সুইচ করতেছি
বার্গার খাও,
both.
বার্গার খাও। নাই
বার্গার খাইতে চাও? আমি তো তোমার জন্য পিৎজা পাঠাচ্ছিলাম।
আজকে
না, কাল পরশু।
ওটা সমস্যা নাই, বিএফসি যাম একটু খাম খাম।
যাও।
টাকা লাগবো, টাকা আসে একটু খরচ করতে মাসে।
Three, two, one, go.
And ladies and gentlemen, now we are back in the game as we are going to be pushing another robot apparently between both of these teams, Zengamamas and Sim. They have taken one map, so there's actually no denial that this fight between these titans are far from over. But it will come to an end eventually. It has to, as we head into the map New Queen Street or NQS on this particular game. Loki, want to see exactly how this is going to be executed. So
Wait, why are
I
they
have
muted?
my expectations, but I do believe that
Oh.
Sangamamas or SIMP are going to be ready for it,
Oh
probably.
no, I think they have issues.
Or is it? If they have issues, I'll just feast on my food. That's it.
একজন বলে রেডি আর একজন বলে ডেডলি এফকে।
এরে তুই প্রাইস জিজ্ঞাসা করছিস কেন?
কেন আমি জিজ্ঞাসা করতে পারি না?
ও আচ্ছা, তোমার তো কম কয়। ও ঠিক আছে।
কি?
তোমারে তো কম বলে। ওই মেয়েটা
ও
স্ক্রিনশট
হ্যাঁ,
দাও। ওরা
রাইট।
হবি সেন্টার রিপ্লাই দেয় না ইউজুয়ালি।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, আমি ওদের টেক্সট করবো না।
দেখি আচ্ছা ভুল সময় স্টার্ট দিতে বলছি। এখন থেকে রেডি হইলে দিতে বলবো। ইয়া
প্যারা নাই। Do we go back to be right back?
হুম হুম
Yes.
হুম হুম।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
And gentlemen, we're gonna be back with the last game, or should I say the map of this particular game between Jenga Mamas and Sim. As I'm actually having a hard time talking somehow, but anyways, we are heading into New Queen Street, the map of Canada. As we do get to see a flag of Canada as well with a guy who is holding a hockey
Initiating
stick.
mismatch.
I don't know if we're gonna be starting to sing the Canadian national anthem or not. Anywho, I did get the information that a couple of players do have coaches available. So with that, let's see exactly how this game is gonna go. 5v5, and definitely we'll have to. How do I put it? Really, how do I put it?
L'affaire is
It's.
Putin.
I guess he's just looking at a friend something. I don't know,
Nah,
but
nah, nah.
Ready for battle.
This is a restaurant in this
okay,
map. Yeah.
like that. Anywho, well, a near identical lineup from both of the sides, and nothing too special if I wanna be very honest, because the lineups are exactly as I
5,
expected them to
4,
be.
3,
With
2,
Kiriko on both
1.
sides, with just rest of
Objective
them being
unlocks in
exceptions.
30
Let's
seconds.
see which team is gonna be able to have their advantage of pushing this particular robot into a little bit farther distance. On this mode, we have seen the players of Team Sim struggling quite a lot more than their oppositions, but I think they're expecting it as they are taking a much more scenic route. The robot will be opened up in 7 more seconds, so the fight does begin right here and right now. Didn't quite know that you can mitigate that thing as well,
Objective
so
unlocked.
okay, Genji, I see where you are. He's literally mitigating plasma, but you don't see me complaining. Now, the Packers. Sorry, it's gonna be Team Sim who will have the advantage when it comes to pushing the payload, but for how long though, that's a big question in my books. As I do see the players starting to do raw damage, because I think their main answer to taking a victory from the side of Team SIMP is that do raw damage and you'll be fine. Dengamamas definitely have a lot more potential when it comes to raw gameplay or understanding or playing free. But I guess this is not going to be working out the way they were planning, and circumstance kind of low. Koiko was low as well, and now he was the last person surviving, but the rest of them will be able to respawn as the players of Sim will actually push their robot pretty quickly. Okay, a pause. Interesting. Not quite sure what happened, but it is a pause from the team who has the lead. So okay, we'll have to figure that out.
Awkward silence.
Just eating. I don't know what else to say actually because it's a pause. So I would just say change the screen.
You know when it starts though.
with 37 meters already pushed in. The attackers. I keep saying attackers, but they are technically the attackers at the moment, but the players are yet to find the checkpoint, and I guess they just have. There you have it, the first point is technically theirs, but this is not necessarily an advantage. This is might allow them to have a bit more of a quicker spawn. That's it, because it doesn't count as points at all. It can be changed the moment it's done. Now, two ultimates popped out from both of the healers. A very interesting one if I think about it. But anyways, a lot more ultimates are definitely available from the players of team. Never mind. I was able to say Faisal, but never mind. I guess Senpai, Demolition, Rini, as they have it available for themselves as well. They are not going to be waiting. They're not going to be using it, waiting for a rainy day. And that was technically a team kill from their side. One player surviving, but then again, trying to go for the damages. Really doing so much damage with the dynamite as well. A proper main, a proper Ash main. Or should I say he does even play Widowmaker as well. Now Faisal trying to do the damages. Rob, oh no! That immortality. It's just a simple pain on the face of that Genji, as he cannot eliminate the players without getting rid of that particular utility. And now that ultimate from the side of Madhumada was not quite successful either, as nobody died. A lot of heavy impact, heavy investments from the side of the team Jenga Mamas, but Jengas are kind of feeling like lose at the moment. Have to be a bit more methodical here on out. Senpai understands, and along with his team actually does understand that they don't have a chance to take the payload quite yet, but at least they can go for a retake, maybe go for a probable gunfight. Senpai doing a lot of damage, will be healed in the nick of time as well, and now he's trying to find the soldier in the distance. Understanding that the Genji is not working at all, Faisal will be opting to go for that, as he will be taken out in the hands of Senpai. Senpai able to find a double, and now once again the bot will be back in the hands of team SIMP. The ultimates are still very much available from Demolisher, Garlic Bread, and Senpai. Waiting for a rainy day that ZLF should be able to get his own as well in a nick of time. I'd rather say use the ultimates right here and maybe get some more ultimate charges on the upcoming rounds, because you're kind of wasting it. But then that's just my suggestion. Never mind. Rini will be taken out in the hands of Madamada. Shrug. Taken out as well. Madamada with a double. Looking for more as he is trying to capitalize with the Kitsune. Senpai didn't have that much of retaliation available, and as he will simply go down, and there you go. So, I'm pretty damn sure the Baptiste will not survive this, and definitely he will not be. As the players of Jenga Mamas once again able to get back the control of the robot, but now they need to push it 107 meters. They're pretty good on these modes, at least that's a given proof at this point. Circumcised, playing the Mei. Loki want to see exactly where this goes. This Shrek is gonna be targeted by the Roadhog, but for how long is it gonna be? I do wonder. I do see this soldier pretty low on HP, but soldier can heal himself. Madamada able to find Ishrak off the board as well, as he also got rid of Senpai with the ultimate. It do be looking good as of now, but at the same time, the players of Team Simp, now they're starting to lose ground pretty quickly. 50 meters will be done and dusted in a couple of seconds, and there you have it. It is gonna be there, as Circumstance will be able to secure the point, as he's trying to do the damage onto the Reinhardt, trying to freeze him to death if possible. But as we all know that Mei does not freeze anybody with the gun anymore. It used to be the thing, if you tracked him for a very long time, it used to be. But okay, good luck. Actually, thank God that the Reinhardt survived, as Greeny will have the capitalization with the Bob and the Utils. Good backups, I have to admit, as the Crusaders will be having gods on their side. I mean, for obvious reasons. But now, the payload will be walking into the opposite direction. Ishrak is just trying to hold off the angle, trying to wait for the bot to push it a bit more further. 107 will definitely be escalated. Does have the ultimate available as well if anybody tries to go for a retake. That's exactly where they're gonna suffer against that particular Reinhardt. Greeny trying to trace down this Lucio. Even the Lucio is a character who is supposed to have movement. He doesn't even miss, does he? He's just too good on these. And now with the Kitsune available as well, the the players of Team Zengamamas are having a lot more things against them. And now they do have their own Kitsune as well, and now they should be able to freeze them. Yes, they did. But hopefully for the Rhine, he was able to survive, but he needs to be taken out by the hands of the players of Team Zengamamas. But somehow he does survive. This Baptist is doing so much work. He's doing God's work at this point. Healing the crap out of this Reinhardt and this Kiriko. Does kind of inspire me to play Baptiste as well. But let's see. I'll have my day probably. But the robot is in the hands of the Zengamamas now. They do need to come in right here and right now, as Reinhardt really being a hardcore problem. Adamada trying to heal himself right back up, as he needs to survive for as long as he can. As hopefully for him, he does get the heals pretty quickly, but he did not have the chance to go for the right click. Too many things were happening at the same time, and it's just kind of sad at this point with 2 minutes left from the clock. I hate to say it, but it is really narrowing down to the last fight of Team Zengamamas. Whoever wins here gets the opportunity to play against Jakat Warriors on the next day. And I know for a fact that Simp, they did have a hard fight, but it was also Team Zengamamas who also put up a great fight. But I don't think they're gonna be able to take it away. They were the ones who were on the winners bracket finals. But as of now, Faisal able to find one or two Senpai, as they are able to force the players to fall back. As Zengamamas, they are starting to put the fights here. Demolisher able to get rid of Circumcised, but looks like the retake is gonna be pretty quick, as they have reunited in the nick of time. And now Senpai trying to isolate that robot and may be able to kind of free it up as well. There you go. He was looking for a solo kill on Dead Sea Alive, and he just could not make it. Beanie getting rid of Faisal. It was all up to Circumcise, who will be the last player surviving, but hopefully will be able to recover and go for a retaliation. I do believe that this last fight is very much possible, considering the ultimates available from the side of Team Zengamamas. Good thing for them, as they were able to get rid of that particular what's it called? Baptiste, and now Faisal with a double, almost a triple as well, but never mind, Shug's able to capitalize with a double of his own. Keiko trying to do raw damage on this particular Reinhardt, trying to get the kill as well probably, because they are angry about it. And there you go, finally Reinhardt will give in, understanding that he will not be able to make it. It's technically gonna be a team kill if he takes too long, as he knows he will be staggered. And he's the tank, definitely that does wait quite a lot as well. As the entirety of the team will wait for the tank to commit something and then maybe go for something. But okay, Faisal, I see what you're up to, but once again the immortality kind of saves them. But Senpai will not be so lucky this time. Let's see, I'll be able to get rid of garlic bread, going for a proper def onto that Kiriko. Now the push needs to come in, as they do start to push the barricade. It is checking the last fight for them. They'll have to put everything they have, put it on their own gearboxes. Mada. Does have the ultimate available, but in right time the shield will be up, which will deny the fact that this what's it called? The grapple's not gonna work. And so many ultimates are popping out. Ishraq is having such a hard time against a Roadhog with an ultimate, as he will be forced to fall back even with the shield up. He has the Roadhog in pretty close proximity, trying to take the fight, and definitely that is the main target. The ultimate. He'll stun a couple of players, I do believe. Ishraq able to find one or two Circumstances as well. It's all up to the road, but never mind, it's all up to Dead Sea Alive. And he needs to survive this for a little bit longer, but never mind! He just could not. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our last finalist who will be playing against Team Jakat Abuser. It will be Simp, as the players of Team Zengamamas. Really good attempt, but in the long run, it was none other than Team Simp who will be able to push it a bit more further. Good God, they are made out of something, and undoubtedly Greeny, with his aim, he is a monster. He just taps every single soul away. Didn't even need that bob, and it is indeed a good game and well played. As we're kind of closing into the grand finals. Any closing thought before we wrap it up, Yam Yam?
কি
Any closing thoughts before we close the stream? That's what I'm saying.
আরেকটা খেলা হবে মনে হয়
আজকে
রিলোড প্লে অফ দ্য গেম
if it is, give me some time. I need to eat.
ওকে
So with that, I guess we'll take a small break. Maybe there will be another game, maybe won't. But as of now, take care, ladies and gentlemen. We'll wrap up in a short
ও না
while.
খেলবে না মনে হয়
কি final?
আরে না এমনি তো থার্ড ম্যাপটা
Third map তো খেললো মাত্র।
ও নেভার মাইন্ড ইয়া এক্স্যাক্টলি কেন খেলবে ওরা শেষ আরে আমার মাথা গেছে আমি খুবই দুঃখিত হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ঠিক
এমনি করলে কিন্তু ভার্জিন মরে যাবা।